That's a real good thing that we have Father's Day coming up here in about 6 days, because we have Brad Ziegler and his father Greg, who are in town to face the Texas Rangers. And obviously the elder Mr. Ziegler is in town to watch his son play. But Brad was telling us a story last week about how you kind of wanted to find out what trading cards are all about these days. It's been a while since you've opened packs.
I'm still back from the nickel. From the nickel for 5 cards and a piece of bubble gum era. Yeah.
They've changed a lot since then.
They've changed a lot. There are so many different kinds of cards. Plus, they're just way fancier.
Yeah, a lot more
detail.
Yeah, value and memorabilia. And
Joe Pavelski hiding in the background there.
Oh, and behind the guy in the shark, he sees the Sharks uniform in the guy. He saw the shark on the on the backside.
Noted San Jose Sharks fan, Brad Ziegler. Now, Brad, how many packs would you say you've opened in the last, 3 months?
That's a cool name card.
It's got to be close to 1,000.
Really?
I would say, yeah. It's a little bit lower number solely because we pretty much only buy the really high end stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's it's less volume. But, the thrill when you open it, you get the several hits per pack as opposed to the one or 2 hits per box.
Yeah.
So speaking of.
Oh, nice.
Joe Pavelski right there. Nice. So that's the guy I have his jersey. He'd probably be my favorite San Jose Shark to watch.
So, oh, really?
You're a Sharks fan because?
Their minor league team was in Kansas City growing up, and when they were an expansion team 21 years ago now, I just thought the teal color was cool. The idea of the shark was a neat mascot. And so when we get to go to the games are a blast. In minor league hockey, there's a lot of fights and guys trying to make a name for themselves, and we'd see those guys go on into the NHL, and so I just kind of followed them. And then whenever I ended up in Oakland, got the opportunity to go to a few games and mingle with some of the players. I'm pretty good friends with Logan Kocher, and so I just kind of got hooked, and now I buy the NHL center ice package for cable in the off season, and I just make sure I get to watch all the Sharks games all throughout the winter while I'm hanging out in Missouri and back home. So
there were the Kansas City Blades when the team that we watched.
Redemption for an autograph. Looks like a Calder Contenders signatures.
Oh, nice.
Devont Smith-Pelly.
Whenever I was a kid and collecting it, I was a Cardinal fan. I grew up just east of St. Louis, and getting cards when I was a kid was more about getting your favorite players.
Oh yeah.
Stuff at the time.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a Cardinal, I wasn't interested in in the card. Oh, nice.
There's Justin Falk on card auto. I think he was just drafted last year. So cool.
He's an up and comer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. So, Greg, do you have any cards from your childhood that you held on to?
I was thinking about that earlier. I used to have a cigar box, and I never had a lot of cards, hundreds of cards or thousands of cards. In fact, probably the most I ever had was 75 or 100 cards, because I'd get rid of all the ones that I didn't care for. But I did have a lot of Cardinals early on, and I wish they probably got hooked with a clothespin to a bicycle tire somewhere or whatever. But I've got a few. I've got a handful.
Yeah.
My mom still has a few boxes of stuff that someday we'll go through and find out what's in there.
So we always ask this question, but did you ever dream of being on a card when you were a kid?
For sure. I drew my own card when I was too young to understand what was going on in church. I'd make my own cards and then go home and make the back of them with the stats. I'd create my own stat line and then glue the front and the back together. And
awesome.
Yeah, so me and Robbie Shepard, buddy we grew up in my church together. We did that every Sunday until I was old enough to start understanding what I was hearing.
That's awesome.
What is it?
Dual relic, Sharks relic.
Oh, nice.
Joe Thornton, Mark Edward Vlasic.
Cool.
Pickle.
Is it?
Pickle.
You're
Vlasic.
in Brad's basement. He's got a bubble hockey game that he got.
Sharks against Red Wings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jordan Stahl autographed jersey.
Oh, nice.
Let's do some football. Calvin Johnson, 4-color patch.
Oh, wow. That is sweet.
What's that serial number on that? 9 out of 50.
That's nice.
DeMarco Murray is a good running back patch.
Tremendous.
Oh, sweet. Jamal Charles. In football, I'm a Chiefs fan.
Are you?
So
Makes sense.
Didn't you have Jamal on your fantasy? You have had him on your fantasy team before.
Second game tears the ACL out.
Yeah. I had him too.
Cool. That's good stuff there.
Peyton Manning.
Autograph out of 18.
Sure.
Whoa.
Cool.
That's awesome. Christian Ponder on card auto. Good young rookie there.
Nice. It's a rookie card.
Alex Green card. That's number 6 out of 10.
Another relic. Jersey card.
Matt Castle.
Sure enough for the Chiefs.
Bilal Powell of the Jets. Yeah, where's the hometown love there?
Delani Carter.
James Harrison. Hard-hitting James Harrison.
Just ask Colt McCoy how
Yeah.
he hits.
Sick patch!
Now, you mentioned earlier
These are all
you
great
think-
too.
You think you've opened about 1,000 packs in the last 3 months. What percentage of those packs have been prime cuts?
I've opened 3 master cases.
Okay.
So, and then I've got another one sitting in my computer room, and I have to pace myself over the summer because otherwise I'll open them all and then I'll want to keep opening more. So I've got a little stash that we'll get to the prime cuts. I think we're opening the prime cuts online July 7th, maybe the Saturday morning, and it'll be on it's for livecasebreak.com on Blog TV. So
what's been your biggest pull from prime
the
cuts?
prime cuts? Goodness. Well, my wife, she has the biggest pull. She pulled the quad relic of, it was Shoeless Joe Jackson, Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, Ted Williams, or not Honus Wagner, Rogers Hornsby, and Ted Williams.
Wow.
So, and that's
Yeah, I like David. Not my favorite team,
Yeah.
but I like David.
Now, do you get to meet a lot of the guys that Brad plays with or against?
I've met a few.
Have you?
I've met a few. Yeah, the guys have been really kind. Josh Hamilton been fortunate to meet. A really super guy.
Harmon Killebrew, jersey card.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Brad, do any of your teammates share your affinity for trading cards?
The ones that they're getting into it and mostly because of me. They see me getting the stuff all the time. And Giovanni Gallardo autograph. They're starting to. They're actually like the breaks we do for livecasebreak.com. I do for it's pretty much a small profit.
Mm-hmm.
I won't make a ton of money on it, but I'm essentially getting paid to open cards, which is
that's a good deal.
Yeah. So the more I've gotten into it, my teammates are starting to buy into those breaks a little bit, and
they are.
And so they purchased by the team.
That's
so
cool.
Brian Shaw this last week bought the Reds in one of my breaks and hit it big time.
Did he?
So yeah,
Cleaned
got
up?
a Jay Bruce 1 of 1 and
Oh,
a triple jersey with Tom Seaver, Edison Volquez, Johnny Cueto, and so that was numbered to 3, I think. So
There's a for Ranger fans. There's a Nelson Cruz back card on the front.
oh man, that next card. Oh,
Wow.
that is awesome. Archie Vaughn, Paul Wainer, Lloyd Wainer,
wow.
back card. Cool. 3 old Hall of Famers. Lloyd and Paul, Little Poison, Big Poison. MVP.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Card 1 of 25.
Nice.
On card.
Century Silver Signatures. That's not a prospect auto.
It's not
Uh-uh.
Century.
I don't know if
So, what are y'all's overall thoughts on this kind of multi-sport box bust?
I love it. To me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we're opening. If it's packs, I'm in. So,
Yeah.
but to pull something like that, that's what, I don't have a. I think I may have. I'm trying to think of which one was the younger one. Lloyd, I think, was the younger one.
Yeah.
The brothers, and I think I may have a back card of him, but I know I don't have an Archivon or a Paul. So that to me, that's one of the coolest cards that you can get out of that set.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Greg?
It's a great time. I love the cards. Just the way they're designed is fascinating to me, even when I don't know who the players are. But I love spending time with my son.
Yeah,
that's the best part about
absolutely.
it to me.
Brings it all back to Father's Day coming up. It's always been a great hobby to kind of bring dads and kids together.
Yeah.
You guys have proved it once again that it brings families together.
For us, baseball has always been that way.
Yeah.
It's part of our faith, and baseball have been a large part of the glue that's held our family together. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, we
Thank you
appreciate. Oh man, thank you guys for stopping by.
Very
Hope y'all had
appreciative.
fun.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Wish you luck this week against Texas. And
Thanks.
In the future.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Thanks for the afternoon.
Yes, sir.
So just here, I guess, maybe.
So you
Am I the licensee, or?
done
I
with
got
the
you.
button.
Okay.
Now, that autograph is the first that Brad has signed for Panini America. One of the things I would be remiss if I didn't bring up is that we don't have any of your trading cards
Correct.
until
So hopefully we'll get that done quick.
now. Absolutely. So this is a kind of historic.
I can do that off camera.
Had a few stickers. I think most of what we're going to do is going to be on card. But while you're signing, I know one of the big parts of our deal with you revolves around Pastime for Patriots.
Right. My foundation, I know they kicked in a little extra money to donate to the charity, which is extremely nice, and I'm very appreciative of that, and also the work that our men and women in the military do, and their families that make those sacrifices also. It's that's what allows us to play this game and not have fear of losing our rights and freedoms as well.
Absolutely. Now, kind of talk about Pastime for Patriots. What exactly does your foundation do?
It started out as just a ticket program to try to, the families of the service members that are here at home. I'm like, man, they're sitting around all day worrying about their loved one overseas and not getting to talk to them that much, and let's get them out of the house and get them to a baseball game.
Sure.
So we started with just the tickets, and the A's helped get that program going, and then the Diamondbacks were very eager to continue it as soon as I got traded over. That was one of the first things I asked them about, and they jumped on board right away.
That's awesome.
And then this year we're buying it's 300 tickets a game to 12 different games, one game each homestand all season long in Arizona.
Oh, wow.
So 3,600 tickets in Arizona. We bought an additional, I believe, 900 in Oakland to keep that one going there. On Memorial Day, we bought 500 for our game in San Francisco to get some more Bay Area troops involved there. We're looking to expand the program to. We've had contact in Detroit and Baltimore, both that are interested in doing the tickets for next year, and then we're hoping to eventually get it in all 30 ballparks. That'd be great.
That's great.
We also support the Freedom Alliance Scholarship Fund, which gives college scholarships to high school seniors who've had a parent killed in service. So to make sure that the loss of a parent doesn't hinder their ability to go on and seek out the career that they want and the future that they want. We support the Honor Flight, which takes World War II and Vietnam veterans to Washington D.C. to see their memorials sometime before they are passing away, and they're old enough now. They're dying at such a high rate that there's kind of a big rush to get them there, and so my wife and I were fortunate enough to actually be on an honor flight.
Really?
Just Southwest Airlines flight from Washington D.C. back to Phoenix, and it was really neat. At the end of it, they did the water cannon salute for the plane, and did a mail call for the troops at the end of the flight, where they'd raise their hand, have some mail brought to them and stuff. So it was really neat.
That's phenomenal.
And then we also this last spring training, my wife helped facilitate a baby shower for 20. They were either expectant military mothers or they had recently had babies within the last, I believe, 6 months prior to the shower, and all 20 of them's husbands were overseas.
Yeah.
And so it was, a big, bought them diapers and wipes and blankets and onesies and, all kinds of stuff like that. Just a kind of a big care package for all of them. And they got together and had lunch and a big dessert table, and just kind of just a big appreciation for them. We know that they don't make a lot of money, and a lot of the, diapers can be expensive when you have a kid, and
Absolutely.
so to just try to help alleviate some of that cost for them. So that was really neat too. It was fun we were actually invited to participate in that by the people that ran it, and once we found out that, what they were doing for the mothers and stuff, we jumped on board right away.
That's
so
incredible.
it was
kudos
fun.
to you guys.
Thank you.
That is a uplifting effort.
Well, we're very blessed to be in the position we're in to give back, and we try to find a lot of ways to do it, and there's pretty much none better than, in my mind, than doing it for our military families, because again, that's what this country is centered around, is the values and beliefs that they're fighting for.
No question. You have a very nice, bold, kind of distinctive autograph. As a guy who's a collector himself, how important is it to you to give a good autograph every time out?
It is important, because I've gotten the cards of the guys that look like, if they were signing 1,000 in a day, then I got number 999 or something like that, because it's just like you could tell they had writer's cramp at that point. So, when I was a kid and I was first get autographs on balls and stuff, it seemed like guys really took their time, made sure that the signature was, even if it's not legible, you knew whose it was. And that's as opposed to, we'll occasionally pull cards and we'll look at the signature when we have to look at the name on the card to even have an idea of who the signature is, because it's just kind of it looks kind of like chicken scratch on there. So I try to do my best to not have sloppy autographs. So,
well, we are happy to have you on the Panini America checklist finally, and have you part of the family, and wish you nothing but continued success.
Thank you very much. I'm excited. This is my first card deal, so I'm, as much as being a collector, it's going to be fun to be able to try to pull my own autograph card out of packs.
And if you don't, I'm sure we can hook you up. We can send you a couple of them. But we'll let you get back to it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. Carlos.